It is soon time for the World Cup. And before the World Cup begins, we must give you the best analysis possible of every single team at this year's World Cup. The last edition with 32 teams. So people, sit back, enjoy, get a drink, snack, whatever. We had to get the best possible content creator with me on the preview. And you guessed it, it is Izak from Hirvisak channel. Go check him out in the description down below. A fantastic guy, knows his stuff about international football, makes fantastic videos. So please, if you haven't subscribed to him, and if you haven't, you're probably living under a rock, go subscribe to him right now as we go into each preview of each group. And today, it is Group A. So sit back, enjoy, and stay tuned for the rest of the groups because I will be uploading them separately for each group. Obviously, we have the host Qatar, their debut at a World Cup. Then we have Ecuador, Senegal, Netherlands. What's kind of like your initial thoughts with this group? That it should be Senegal and Netherlands making it advancing, and Qatar and Ecuador are going to battle out for third?
Yeah, so those were always my thoughts, that Netherlands and Senegal would be the ones to advance. But the more I think about it, the more that could easily not be the case. I mean, there's a host nation in this group. Ecuador, they had a tremendous World Cup qualifier run. I've been doing them dirty in my prediction videos, and a lot of people have been getting at me for that. And I understand. I feel like Ecuador have every reason to be hopeful for this World Cup. It's a difficult but doable group, but their away record is not looking fantastic in those World Cup qualifier matches, and they are playing the hosts. I feel like that's just not a good blend. Obviously, anything's still possible, but yeah, and even the hosts, I don't want to rule them out. I mean, there's already some controversy about them getting a bid for this tournament in the first place. So who knows if there's going to be some kind of twist to refereeing or officiating in these matches. It is possible.
So you're talking about a South Korea 2002 sort of incident here.
It really could be. I don't want to count on it, but I'm just saying it's possible. And I know a lot of other people are kind of not anticipating, but, you know, thinking that it is a possibility.
Of course.
But it is a mixed bag of a team, though. There are some solid players in there. They have had some interesting results recently. And Qatar have obviously been prepping for this tournament since they got the bid to host. They've been really gearing it out during the World Cup qualifiers for Europe. They've been playing every single Group A team. They've got a lot of experience under their belt, but obviously they have had some interesting fixtures, like losing to Croatia's U23 team, which a lot of people in my comments section have been pointing out to me, but I keep forgetting to mention.
Yeah, but also they also played in the Gold Cup. They obviously won the Asian Cup in 2019. They played in the Copa America. So, like you said, they have prepared for this tournament. They know what they want to do in a tournament style format, but it's a whole different story to going up against these sort of teams. But I mean, if there's one player to watch out for on Qatar, it's obviously the striker Ali Almoez, the top goal scorer in the Asian Cup in 2019 when he scored the bicycle kick goal in the final. But yeah, it's going to be tough, but you know, with hosts, anything's possible with the host team. And I think for Ecuador, I think this is a World Cup too early for them. If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be the youngest team at the World Cup. So Alvaro's side. And, you know, they got some quality players. Moises Caicedo. Still look at the likes of Ener Valencia. You look at Hinchapie, Estopinian. So Ecuador got a good team. I think the biggest problem for them, though, will be goal scoring and how will they perform away from Ecuador, like you talked about. There's just their away record is... They had some good games, like winning away at Chile, but then, you know, just... It's not good enough. So I feel like these two teams will be the weakest, and it's going to be interesting. If either team wins on the first match day, which obviously will be the opening game of the World Cup, let's see how they do then for the rest of the game. So what about then Senegal? Because for me, this is the best opportunity for an African team. I'm just sorry, because the others don't give me full of confidence, but Senegal, they have a lot of confidence, and we know defensively they are so solid. So what about Senegal? Are you excited for them? Do you think they can make a deep run?
Oh, definitely. To me, I mean, to many people as well, they are the best African team on paper. A manager that has been there for a long time, Elio Cisse. I could be wrong on the exact year. I believe he's been with them since 2015 or 2016.
Yeah, because he was at the last World Cup. So yeah, he's been there for a long time.
And he's had a lot of experience under the belt. He's really built up the momentum for this side. They already have a lot of phenomenal players on there that are only looking better. So I definitely expect a decent amount from Senegal at this tournament. It'll be interesting to see who they face in the round of 16s, but I do see why many people have them as favorites to advance to the next round, without a doubt. Fantastic attackers like Sadio Mane. Mendy has been shaky at moments, but he's still regarded as one of the best keepers. So I am expecting a lot from this side for sure.
And I think they have like a good spine, right? Like the defense and the goalkeeper is really good. But I think it was a game against Iran, like one of the friendlies back in September or October, if I'm not mistaken. They created all the chances, but they're just not clinical enough. So that's what they got to be. They have to be clinical. And obviously, at the last World Cup, they only exited the World Cup because of fair play. So hopefully they can do one better. And I think this team they're ready. They know what they need to do, and they're confident in themselves and what they want to do, especially Aliou Cisse. The guy's a very good manager. Even though I was a bit skeptical of him before the AFCON, but he grew on to me as the tournament went on. And then, what about Netherlands? I mean, I feel like they're flying under the radar just a little bit. Not it's not similar to 2014 where nobody gave them really a shot in that tournament. They made it all the way to the semifinals, but Louis van Gaal is that guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is regarded as one of the best managers in history. I mean, this is going to be his last stretch with the Netherlands national team, so he's going to want to have a massive impact. And yeah, like you said, a lot of people write off this team because they're just known as the country to bottle these major tournaments. They have fantastic runs like in 2010 and 2014, and they still couldn't win the prize at the end despite their fantastic efforts. So I still see them being that side to have a fantastic run in this, and this is very much a doable group for them. No disrespect to these other teams, but they really have already a solid back line and a lot of young players to rely on as well. I do see them having another deep run for sure now that they're in this tournament again because, yeah, unfortunately they missed it in 2018.
Yeah, I remember what happened at the Euros. they lost to the Czech Republic. I mean, well, Frank de Boer is not a manager. Somebody dispute me in the comments. Frank de Boer is not a manager. That guy is a PE teacher. But with Louis van Gaal, he's a master. And I think because this will be his last ever managerial job because, health reasons and he's getting old, I hope he does really well. I think he's a great character for football and, they got quality guys. I mean, another issue for them, because they're probably going to play 5 in the back formation, so the wing-backs got to be good for this team. Could it be Malacia? Could it be Dumfries on either side? And then you got Bergwijn and Depay up top. They got to be clicking. If they're not, then I don't see a big, deep run for the Netherlands, but I do like this team a whole lot. So I think pretty much, Isaac, it's Senegal, Netherlands, and then let's see what Qatar and Ecuador, pretty much, right?
Yeah, I think it's definitely between those two, but I really won't be surprised if I'm wrong in this group. It's really a group filled with possibility, although there do seem to be 2 clear favorites. I don't want to rule out Qatar or Ecuador. I really don't. So yeah, I'm banking on Netherlands and Senegal to make it out, but I really won't be surprised if I'm wrong.